Good morning, students. As we have finished our topics of chapter 8 comparing quantities, these are ratio, proportion and percentage. I hope those three topics are very clear to you all. Now today we are going to start with our next topic, the second last topic of this chapter, that is profit and loss. Chapter 8, comparing quantities. Now our second last topic of this chapter is profit and loss. Now when we will discuss about profit and loss, there are two things that you have to keep in mind. One is the cost price and the other is the selling price. Now cost price is the price which the shopkeeper gives to buy the things for the shop. Okay, so this is the price which the shopkeeper has paid to bring the articles to his or her shop. That is cost price. And the selling price is the price which the shopkeeper tells the customer that this is the cost of this article, this is the price of this article that you are going to pay me. So there are two persons, shopkeeper. This is I am taking a general example, and customer. Shopkeeper and customer. Shopkeeper has to keep the things in his shop, then only the shop will run. So he brings the things from somewhere else, and that price which he is paying for the things is called the cost price. And now that price, he will not sell the things at that price, cost price. That other price which the customer gives to the shopkeeper is the selling price of the shopkeeper. Is this clear? Now there are two things. First condition is when the cost price is lesser than the selling price, or the selling price, in other words, if I say when selling price is bigger than the cost price, there is profit. There is profit, and that is equal to selling price minus the cost price. That is the selling price minus cost price will give you the profit. When this happens, when the CP is smaller than the SP. When CP is smaller than SP, then you, the shopkeeper, will gain. Gain and profit, they are the same thing. This is the first condition. When cost price is bigger than selling price, there is loss, which is calculated cost price minus selling price. Cost price minus the selling price. In whole transaction, transaction means the cost which the shopkeeper pays to bring the things to his shop, and then he sells that article to the customer, and at what price he is selling, he is giving to the customer. These two things are there, and with cost price we will decide whether there is a profit or there is loss. Suppose shopkeeper brings an article for rupees 70. So this is the cost price to the shopkeeper, rupees 70, and then sells that article at rupees 100. I'll not take 140, take 120. Okay. Now you see the cost price is smaller than the selling price. Okay. Now if the selling price is smaller, cost price is smaller, then selling price is smaller, cost price is smaller than the selling price, then there is a profit. Then there is a profit. And how to calculate profit? By using the formula. Selling price is 120, cost price is 70, so the profit is of rupees 50. So the profit is of rupees 50. Till here is it clear? Now same thing. If cost price is equal to rupees 100, I'll not take 100 because the things will be, is 120, and selling price is equal to rupees 80. Now here when we see that cost price is bigger, selling price is smaller, then there is loss. There is loss. Loss is equal to cost price minus selling price, SP. Cost price is 120 and SP is 80. So your loss is of rupees 40. The shopkeeper has a loss of rupees 40. Are these two conditions clear? When there is profit or gain and when there is loss. Okay. Now here one thing you must be observing, that every time we are comparing with the cost price. We are comparing with the cost price. Selling price is what the shopkeeper has to give, but cost price is always fixed for him. So according to that, if the selling price is bigger, there is profit, and if selling price is smaller, there is loss. Now we will do how to find the profit percent and the loss percent. Profit percent. Profit is calculated by subtracting selling price and cost price. Now there you get the profit, so you have to make the fraction for the profit. So profit upon, you are comparing whether there is profit or loss with CP. So I am going to write CP in the denominator, and then multiply this simply with 100%. Is this clear? So this is your formula for the profit percent. Now just recall increase or decrease of percent when you have to calculate the increase percent or the decreased percent. What you have done there, the original quantity you were having minus the increased or the decreased quantity that you were having, then you calculated the increase in the quantity or decrease in the quantity. Then what was the formula for calculating the increased percentage or decreased percentage? Here the increase in the quantity you have written divided by the original. So here you have CP with you. CP is the thing, the price with which you are comparing whether there is loss or profit. So that is to be kept in the denominator as you were comparing there with the original price. So the formula is same. For increase we are writing the profit, for decrease we are writing the loss, and for original we are writing CP. In both the cases, increase or decrease, there was original. For original we are writing CP here, and 100% as we have to convert this into percentage. So what will be the formula for loss percent? Loss percent is equal to loss upon CP multiplied by 100%. Is this clear? So in this manner you are going to calculate the profit percent and loss percent. I'll do an example so that the things are going to be clear. Now here, if SP is rupees 5400 and CP is equal to rupees 4500. Find profit percent. You have to find profit percent. Now here they have written profit percent, but there can be a question like this: SP will be given, CP will be given, and instead of writing profit percent they will say that find the gain or the loss percent. Gain or the loss percent means whether according to the things which are given to you there is a gain or loss. Gain means profit. So you have to compare the CP with SP. Now here as CP is smaller than SP, so there is profit, and in the question it is already given, you have to find the profit percent. So first calculate profit. Profit is equal to SP minus CP. SP is your 5400 and CP is your 4500, and profit is of rupees 900. Is this clear? Now put the value in the formula. Profit percent is equal to, what is profit? 900. CP is 4500 multiplied by 100%. Is this clear? Now zeros they get cancelled. 9 5s are 45 and 5 2s and 0. So your profit percent is 20%. So the shopkeeper has gained how much percent? 20% by selling the article at rupees 5400. By selling the article which costed him rupees 4500 for 5400. Understand the language, what I am saying. So he has sold the article costing rupees 4500 at a price of 5400. Then he has gained rupees, there is a profit of rupees 900, and then you have calculated its percentage, which is 20% profit is there. And similarly, if you have to calculate the loss percent, then the SP will be definitely smaller. Formula is going to be same. Put the value and then calculate. So we have learnt how to calculate the profit, calculate the loss, profit percent and loss percent. Now the other thing. Now we will learn how to find SP when you are given CP and profit percent, or it can be loss percent. Whatever condition will be given to you. So I am taking CP as, if CP is equal to rupees 8500 and profit percent is given as 16%. Then you have to find out SP. So I told you we compare profit and loss always on CP. They are always compared on CP, and here as CP is given, so means this is the whole, I am relating this to your percentage equation. So this is out of 8500, means this is the total 8500 for which you have got the profit of 16%. So how to calculate the profit? So profit is equal to profit percent of CP. I am making the things easier for you. Relate it with the equation for percentage. There we were saying X percent of total is something. So here your total is CP and this is the percentage profit is given. So you will get the profit. Whichever, if the loss percent is given, you will get the loss. Is this step clear? So from here you will get the profit. So profit percent is 16%. Of means multiplication. CP is 8500. This is 8500. 16% means 16 upon 100 into 8500. You have just put the values and these two they get cancelled. Now what are you left with? Multiplying 16 multiplied with 85, you will get 1360 rupees is your profit. Now you have CP with you, profit with you, then what is SP? SP is equal to CP plus profit, because when there is profit SP is bigger, so you are going to add. So 8500 plus 1360, which is equal to 9860 rupees. In this manner you are going to calculate your SP when CP and profit percent is given. Now suppose if loss percent is given, this step is going to be same and you will get the loss here. Clear? When the loss is there, SP will be equal to CP minus loss. Only this thing is going to be different when there is loss. Here, instead of writing addition sign, you are going to subtract because SP is smaller in case of loss. Is this thing clear to everyone? Now another topic here is how to find the cost price. How to find the cost price when you are given with the selling price. Now you have to find the cost price. SP is given as, suppose, rupees 1275. Okay, this time I'll take loss percent is given to you as 15%. It is 15%. Clear? Loss percent is 15%. Here you have CP. Here you cannot calculate loss as you have calculated there in the previous question because you don't have CP here. This sum can be done by two methods. One by taking the value of X as variable or taking it as rupees 100. First I will do let CP is equal to rupees 100. This is unitary method. I am doing this first as you have done your unitary method. So CP, when CP is rupees 100, loss percent is 15%. This you cannot change because this is already given. Then calculate loss. 15% of CP, which will be equal to 15% of 100. You have assumed this as 100, so I have written CP as 100. So this is going to be 15 upon 100 multiplied by 100. They get cancelled. So now your loss is rupees 15. Is this step clear? You have assumed CP as 100, loss is 15% which is given. So loss will be equal to 15% of CP. CP is 100. So my loss has come as 15. Now you have to find CP. So it will be coming on the right hand side of the equal to sign. When wait a minute. First calculate SP from here. SP is going to be CP minus loss, which is your 100 minus 15, that is 85 rupees. Now SP you have this new SP and this is the actual SP that is given. So when SP is rupees 85, then CP is equal to rupees 100. When my CP is 100 rupees, my SP is 85. When SP is rupee 1, then CP is equal to 100 upon 85. We have calculated for 1. Clear? Now you are given SP of rupees 1275, then CP is equal to 100 upon 85 into 1275. Is this clear? Now after this you have to do the cuttings and my CP will come out to be 85 Okay, this will be 15. So my CP is going to be 1500 rupees. Understand? Got it? It is going to be 1500. So this is unitary method. You have taken CP as 100. With now this CP, first find out the till here SP. You have CP, 15% of CP will give you the loss, and when loss is there, SP will be smaller than CP. You got 85, and when SP is 85 rupees, then your CP is 100 rupees. When SP is 1 rupee, it is 100 upon 85, and when it is 1275, multiply it with 1 rupee with 1275, and you got your CP as rupees 1500. So in this manner you are going to calculate your SP and CP. This is regarding your profit and loss.